Hello guys, how are you doing? Basically in this video what we're going to do is we are going to discuss all about how to build the best battle deck with the cards you have. Basically like, if you are here you really want to know like what is the best way to build a battle deck for Clash Royale. Let's talk about that. First, basically, take a look at the battle deck. It holds 8 cards, and there is no limitation to the amount of elixir that each card can cost and all that stuff. What we can do is the simplest way to organize all your cards in the battle deck would be to follow a simple strategy. That is, you can have 2 cards each costing 2 elixir, 3 elixir, 4 elixir, and 5 elixir, as I have it in here. Like I have a knight that costs 3 elixir and archer that costs 3 elixir, and these two goblins both costing 2 elixir, and I have prince and witch both costing 5 elixir, and I have this marksman and baby dragon each costing 4 elixir. So this is the straightforward and the most easiest way to organize your battle decks with the cards you have. This organization we can divide it further. For every card, we know like we have 2 cards each costing like all different elixirs. So in this we can have one troop that can tank and another that can attack and all. Like as you can see with 3 elixir costing, I have a knight and the archer. In this combination, knight can act as a tank and archer can be the troop that is going to take out all the defense troop that our opponent is going to drop in front of us. Same goes with the goblins. Like this sphere goblin, like they are not that strong, and even hit points is not that great. But they're kind of fast and they have a range. And these goblins, like they are really good. The damage they do and hit points they have, it's better than these goblins. So it's all about having one unit that can tank and another that is having a bit of range and can attack. Same goes with this Prince and Witch. Prince is really good, Prince has really great hit points and damage is really good. And with Witch, damage is not good, but the thing I like about which is she does this area damage, that's very cool. Like when she is up against goblins or minions, she can take out the entire troop with 1 or 2 shots, and we can concentrate on the next things. And of course, like when she is dropped, she is going to bring at least 3 skeletons with her, so skeletons will be taking 3 hits that coming our which way, and our which will be having at least 3 shots to take off our opponent. Like in this way, which is really good, and Prince will be tanking for her. So in this way, these troop combinations work. And of course, like this is a simple layout, and I mean the simple combination of troops. This can be refined depending on your own strategy and based on the arena you are presently in. Like I am in Arena 4, and in for Arena 4, like all these 3 battle decks work fine depending on what kind of strategy I use. Like basically I'm the kind of person who wants to overwhelm my opponent. So in that way, like sometimes this is pretty good. Like I can have a baby dragon and this minion herd. Like baby dragon will take the hits and damage of this baby dragon is really good, and this minion herd is like really fast and damage is also really cool. So like these are the things that I've been using for a while, and like every battle deck combination works really good depending on the, of course, opponent, and like of course like this is all about the strategy you have, like how are you going to distract and all. So basically what we are going to do with this kind of a battle deck is we want to make sure that our average elixir cost is 3.5, so we can be pretty sure that we have at least some troops on our side to defend. Like these 2 goblins, we can use it to defend. They cost just 2 elixir, so if the prince or like Pekka, if they are charging on us, we can use these two to distract them and pull them off their track, and just take them out before even they land a single hit on our crown towers. So for that, all these ground troops are really good because like they can be used to distract all the flying troops as well, like baby dragon, minions, and all. So I usually use Prince for that because I mean the knight for that because he has really great hit points and damage is also pretty good. So he will be taking lots of hits, and meanwhile like witch and maybe goblin will be able to take the troops out. Even archers are really good. They to have a very nice damage and hit points is not that great, but still, but for the damage they cause it's really good. And I have level 7 archers, so like level 7 archers are really good. So think of using them, think of upgrading them as soon as possible, and also will gain some experience as well with that. So yeah, like this is the deck, and like I will be sharing some of my insight on these cards and upgrading them. Well, when it comes to epic cards, like I have this balloon, like this is an epic card, and the damage and all, it's really good. Like if I upgrade it, it will be hit points will be increased by 100 and all that. But the thing is, it's too slow. Like even I have seen lots of my opponents using this, and I had very easy time taking this down, and it's something like wasting 5 elixir for like almost nothing, and it causes like very little damage when it drops. So basically I don't use this. So when you have epic card and you think you might not be using it that much, then please do not upgrade it because it will cost too much money, and maybe you will end up losing all the money for nothing. So like I have a bunch of cards that there I can upgrade them, but still I'm not because the cost of them is like yeah okay, but still I'm not going to use them, so I'm not going to waste any gold on them. So that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, when it comes to you as well, just think of the cards that you are going to use consistently and upgrade only those cards. If you have some card that you are not going to use, then don't waste coins on them. Yeah, of course, if you are really desperate for this experience so that you can grow your level and increase the hit points of your towers, then yeah, of course, go for it. But still, uh, gold is not that easy to earn in this game. So yeah, think over it before you go for anything. So yeah, basically, first what we're going to do is how to defend against an attacking enemy. So whenever an enemy attacks you, what we're going to do is we're going to basically use low cost troops like this one, this like goblins and archers. And in some rare cases, you might also need to use these like high cost troops as well because this baby dragon does area splash damage. So like maybe it will take multiple units in the single hit. So yeah, basically depends on the kind of troops that are down there on the battleground. And basically, what I think is we'll be using these goblins or these archers most of the time. And so just make sure that you drop it away from the track. I mean, the track that leads to your tower, so that you are going to take the enemy troops off the track, and they have to travel back to the track and then attack your tower. So they will be wasting too much time in just traveling from point to point. And meanwhile, if you have enough hit points and enough troops, you will take them down even before they going to land the first blow on your tower. Like that's what I usually do with P.E.K.K.A. And like as you have seen in none of my decks, I am using P.E.K.K.A. Like as of now, I have only this little tiny P.E.K.K.A. So yeah, like even this has a really great hit points and damage. But why I'm not using it is these things are very easy to distract. They get distracted with like even a single movement of troop next to him, and like it will go against it and maybe lose all the health and die in action. Like so that's not what I want my troops to do. So yeah, like these are the things we are going to use to distract our like our opponent, like as they are approaching our towers. And the thing is like what you are going to do when you are attacking. So basically, when you are attacking, like drop a heavy unit like a knight or prince that can take lots of damage and still keep going. And they need support. Like they are not that great with attacking multiple targets. So you want to back them up with someone like witch, or these kind of goblins are also great, and archers are also great. So like some troops that have a bit of range, and they can like if they have good damage, then yeah, that those are the best cards to drop behind these heavy cards, and make sure that they survive for the longest, and maybe will be able to land some hits on the enemy towers as well. So yeah, basically this is the this is like my approach of designing the deck, because like this is pretty simple, straightforward to build and use it. So of course, like as you progress, you can of course go for some refined version of this. As you can see in here, I have only one card that costs 5 elixir, and yeah, two of three. And there is like, actually I am using three cards that cost 4 elixir, because like when it comes to these ranged attacks, like fireballs or arrows, these sometimes you might be in a state where just a single hit will damage their crown tower, and you will get the 3-star win, or at least, like, in times when you are in sudden death, then these cards play a very important role. So I keep these in some of my decks, just to make sure I have something to hit it, even if my troops are, like nowhere close to their tower. So yeah, yeah, just think over it. It all depends on what kind of attack strategies you use. So yeah, it all depends on you. It all depends on your strategies. So yeah, that's all for this video. In next video, we'll be discussing more about how to manage your clans, and how to, like, maybe I will be sharing some of the best attacks that I had, maybe in my replays over here. Of course, I have been losing some, but yeah, like I have won some, I have lost some, so I have a kind of nice experience on how to handle yourself when you fail at everything. And yeah, like maybe I will share some of those things with you. So yeah, thanks for watching, and this is my clan. If you want to join, feel free to just mention that you are from YouTube, and we will take you in. And so this is the requirement: you must have at least of 800 trophies. So yeah, that's all for this video. Keep clashing, like, share, comment, subscribe, and yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching.